Most wanted. Female terror suspects still at large as thousands of French police hunt for the extremist on the run. The country remains on high alert after 17 civilians were killed over 3 days of bloodshed.
Our weapon is unity. 1 million people expected to attend a mass peace rally as the country vows to never give in to terror.
Sydney siege. Could police have fired one of the fatal shots? New details emerge about the final moments inside the Lindt Cafe hostage crisis.
Bushfire emergency, 3 homes destroyed and many more under threat as firefighters battle to control a blaze in Perth.
Picture imperfect. One mum's mission to capture the real story of parenthood in all of its gritty glory.
Great white shark bait. The photographer willing to dive for the perfect close-up.
Pillow talk, pillow talk.
Plus, the pillow whisperer. How one Aussie is taking over the US, one night's sleep at a time.
It would be to have someone to...
Oh,
Deb,
talking about pillows.
We wish to be back in bed.
I know.
But we are at work.
We don't want to talk about sleep. Good morning. It is Sunday, the 11th of January, 2015.
Good morning. You brought your pillow though?
Brought the pillow. Well, I didn't bring my own
pillow?
pillow because I took a photo of it and put it on Twitter last night. I didn't want to bring it in because they're going to look at it really closely and
That's
analyse
what the guys
it.
on the floor just said before. You brought your actual pillow.
I don't want them to know.
everyone
But I did
see.
bring my pyjama pants.
Oh,
so,
good.
you know, we'll
All
do
right.
that instead.
Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Backup, pillow, pyjamas.
Maybe pyjamas. We'll see how we go.
Brownie?
No.
No.
Nothing?
I just wear my undies to bed.
Okay, well, we can
I'm
work
not
with
gonna
that.
do
Well, we're going to see what colour they are by the end of the
No,
show.
we're not.
If you're at home, please keep watching.
We can work with that. Good on you.
After
Good morning
learning
to you
so
both.
much about these boys, it is time now for your most extensive news bulletin for the morning with Chris Urquhart. Morning, Chris.
Thanks, Wendy. Good morning to you. Good morning to you at home this Sunday. And we begin in France this morning where police are on high alert as they hunt for the accomplices of the suspected terrorists who killed 17 people in 3 days of bloodshed. We're going to cross straight to Nine's Andrew Lund, who's in Paris. Andrew, the partner of one of the gunmen, Amadi Koulibaly, is believed to have fled the country. Is that right? Yeah, that rally will be something to behold. Andrew Lund in Paris. Thank you. Going straight to breaking news now out of Melbourne, where former Bandidos boss Toby Mitchell has been charged with a string of offences, including extortion and making threats to kill. Mitchell will also face firearms charges when he appears in Melbourne's Magistrates Court today. The former club member, you might remember, nearly lost his life in 2011 when he was shot outside a gym in Brunswick. Investigators have retrieved the tail of the Eyre Asia plane that crashed into the Java Sea, but have discovered the black boxes aren't inside. It took search crews 2 hours to hoist the wreckage from the seabed using giant balloons. They were disappointed, of course, to find the black boxes weren't intact in the tail section. They believe, though, they're located less than a kilometre away. The plane disappeared in bad weather on December 28 en route from Indonesia to Singapore. And a shopping mall in China has found a way to make ice cream even more of a treat. They've employed, have a look at that, a robot sales girl to serve the dessert to customers.
What is going on in the world?
Computer says yes.
Fighting at dusk, chips, and weird things serving as ice cream.
Yeah, we've got it all this morning.
Jeez, what have you got in sport?
There's a fair bit happening in sport. Very good morning to everybody. Coming up after the break, Australia rue their missed chances against India, a thrilling finish in the Big Bash, and all the results from a huge night of tennis. Stay with us on Weekend Today.
Wait.
There's a lot to get through in the papers this morning.
I know.
Getting through that.
Doing my research.
All right, let's get our first sport bulletin now with Nathan. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Australian skipper Steve Smith has lamented his side's missed opportunities in the field against India. The Aussies claimed the Border Gavaskar Trophy with a 2-0 series win, despite a host of fielding errors over the 4 tests. To tennis, Maria Sharapova has made the perfect start to her Australian Open preparation, downing Anna Ivanovic to claim the Brisbane International title. The world number 2 survived some early resistance before powering home to take the match 6-7, 6-3, 6-3. and a fantastic test series over against India. Normally the Indians crumble under pressure, but they were fantastic. Virat Kohli, their captain, really stood up, and it's a real emerging Indian team, and it showed Test cricket was really alive and well yesterday. Well done to everybody.
Yeah, it was good. You went out to the game.
It was a great day yesterday. It started to peter out towards the end, but Australia was in with a real chance. The other thing about India, they were so gracious this series when they had to put the tests back by those days with everything that happened with Philip Hughes. So some great sportsmanship, I think, right across the summer from the Indians.
Well said. Yeah. Good on you.
It is time now to check your weekend weather with Ashlyn Krukelis. In fact, Ashlyn's a little busy, so what we're going to do...
Let's find our scripts.
We'll
do it for you. Crank up the graphics. Here we go.
Get the weather rolling for you, maybe. All right. Yep. OK, we're on a roll. Let's start off in Queensland. Cairns expecting a shower or two today, 33 degrees. And the Northern Territory...
Oh, we need more coffee.
Oh, my goodness
What's
me.
going on?
They're not going to ask us to do this again, are they? Let's look at NT. Yulara, rain at times and 25. Alice Springs, heavy rain should ease, 25 degrees there. And in Tennant Creek, 28, a shower or two and a possible storm for you. Darwin reaching 36, but it's gone, so take your pick.
30 degrees. We'll put some more money in the meter for Ashlyn and bring her back. She's at the Water World in Brisbane with some rays, and so we'll have some fun and games with her.
They're not going to ask us.
No, they won't ask us.
Sorry, guys.
Now, later in the show, we're going to be talking to fitness expert Michelle Bridges. She's very inspirational, and the woman that she's helped to lose 40 kilos. And we've put a call out for your body transformations this morning. I know it's early in the new year and the resolutions are still sticking, but send them in. We've already received some amazing pictures from you. Check out this one, Hayley's transformation. She has lost around 70 kilograms. Well done to you.
That is amazing. Great effort. Glenda, she has lost 45 kilos and she actually now competes in figure building and CrossFit competitions. That is an awesome achievement. All right, summer means sun, sand and surf, of course. So we're getting a lesson from a pro, the pro, Sally Fitzgibbon, very, very soon.
She'd never be able to teach me. But after the break, the best real estate buys of 2015. We reveal the suburb hotspots you need to know. It's a very funny ad. Now, 26-year-old Hayat Boumediene is currently the world's most wanted woman. She's being described by police as an accomplice in France's terrorist attacks. Let's take a look at this issue in What's Making News. And joining us is Brisbane Radio's Robin Bailey. Robin, this is such a terrible situation. A lot more is starting to emerge about this woman.
Yes, it is. She's only 26. She came from a really large family, one of 7 children. You know, I mean, it's interesting. A lot of people are saying, oh, you know, how could this woman possibly have become... I don't think it's a gender issue. I think these extremists are any kind of person, any age, any gender, any nationality.
Now, let's lighten it up a little bit, sort of, I guess. Chaotic scenes erupting at an unlikely sporting event in Melbourne overnight. Not soccer or boxing. This is darts we're talking about.
I know.
Wow. Tables, chairs.
And, you know, look, it was alcohol infused. That was part of the problem. And, you know, people get very passionate about their sports. But seriously, guys, there are sharp implements involved here.
Passions run high at the darts tournament. Who'd have thunk it? All right, Rob, thank you. Good to talk. Wendy.
OK, bye.
All right, well, authorities are calling her the most wanted woman in France right now as the search for suspected terrorist Hayat Boumediene continues this morning. Dr Sally Leasley joins us now live from London. Doctor, good morning to you. First of all, what kind of information are police hoping this woman can actually provide?
Well, Wendy, I think that by now they will know that they're not going to get any information. Because getting their hands on this lady is not likely unless she moves across borders and she is picked up.
And stay vigilant. All right, Dr Sally Leasley, thank you very much for joining us this morning from London. Appreciate your time.
All right, Wendy, I think we can all agree that these guys, great white sharks, are pretty terrifying. And our next guest is willing to risk everything for the perfect close-up. Andy, good morning to you. I tell you, when you think of what you want to be when you grow up, being shark bait doesn't usually top the list. How did you become a shark cameraman?
I've been fascinated with sharks since I was born.
Yeah, braver than me. All right, coming up, we have got the scoop on who's in the running for this year's Golden Globe Awards. Could Jennifer Aniston be the leading lady?
Good question. Or will Julianne Moore take the top prize? That's after the break.
Like a diamond, beautiful, like diamonds in the sky.
Oh, Yes, it's award season, and in just under 24 hours, the who's who of Hollywood will descend on the red carpet for the 72nd Annual Golden Globe Awards.
Oh, that's a nice voiceover, Deborah. With nominees including Meryl Streep, Reese Witherspoon and Matthew McConaughey, it is sure to be a very big one. We have entertainment reporter Elle Halliwell joining us now in the studio. Elle, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tough competition. Let's start off with drama. What do you think there?
My pick is Boyhood for this. It was filmed over 12 years with the same cast. So I think in terms of a novelty factor, it's got this in the bag.
Always your favourite time of the year. I love it. Good on you, Elle. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get the latest in the news. It's 8:30. Good morning to Chris.
Good morning, Deb. Good morning to you at home as well. French snipers will be positioned on rooftops for a mass rally of more than 1 million people in Paris later today. It follows 3 days of bloody terror attacks which claimed the lives of 17 victims and the 3 gunmen. Well, firefighters in Perth are facing tough conditions as they battle an out-of-control bushfire threatening homes in the city's north. 9 News reporter Ben Hennessy is at the Incident Control Centre in Bullsbrook. Ben, many residents have been evacuated. What is the very latest from there?
Yeah, Chris, good morning. There were about more than 100 people that were forced to spend the night in evacuation centres. Following this fire in Perth's north yesterday, 2 evacuation centres were set up. Another difficult day ahead for firefighters. Chris.
Yes, fingers crossed they can stay on top of it. Ben Hennessy in Perth, thank you. And there has been an unexpected but emotional reunion in California where a long-lost dog has been found 8 years after he vanished. Lila Tata was just 10 years old when her boxer Chance was stolen from the backyard. Services found Chance in a yard in San Diego, scanned his microchip and returned him to the family. Great name as well, Chance. He got a second chance.
I love boxers. They're really cute. I think he ran off because they dressed him up in a T-shirt. I mean, wouldn't you run off if you were a dog?
Yeah, get over it. Maybe not leave it 8 years, though.
Yeah,
Apparently the darts championship, they ran out of Nobby's nuts over there, so they were going off their heads.
Don't argue with a group of people with a whole lot of darts. That's my advice.
Very good morning to everybody. Australian captain Steve Smith says he shouldn't skip the side for their upcoming one-day try series against England and India. The Socceroos are sweating on the fitness of captain Mile Jedinak for their Asian Cup clash with Oman at ANZ Stadium on Tuesday. The skipper arrived at Sydney Airport in a moon boot, but his teammates say it's just precautionary. And staying with soccer, overseas Jedinak's club side, Crystal Palace, seem to be doing fine without him. And still in the Premier League, Frank Lampard, plays for Manchester City, used to be the captain of England, is now going to sign with the New York Bulls over in the MLS in the United States. So he's
Changing the guard.
changing the guard.
All right. Good on you, Brownie. Thank you. Let's get a weather check now with Ashlyn. What are you up to with these water creatures at the moment, Ashlyn?
I'm just dangling it over the other side here. We're going to keep the camera on Groucho so that you can see him swim across. See how fast he moves. Whoa, 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 whoa! There we go. Breakfast for Groucho.
Having a lot of fun up there on the Sunshine Coast. Good on you, Ashlyn. Well, comedian Kitty Flanagan is unmarried and childless, but the self-confessed barren spinster says child-free women need louder voices. Speaking of louder voices, I've got 3 of them. Joining us for the grill this morning, Nine's Erin Molan, health expert and trainer Michelle Bridges, and of course Wendy Kingston. Michelle, to you first. Do child-free women need louder voices, you reckon?
Of course. I mean, I remember, I don't have children myself, but I remember being a child and I've had to parent other children before my friends' children. And I think the story that Kitty talks about is how, you know, there's been plenty of people give her advice on stand-up comedy, although they've never been a stand-up comedian. You know,
that's the thing, isn't it? Some people have kids, some people don't have kids, some people don't have them and want them, some people don't have them, don't want them. Erin, as far as we know, unless there's an announcement...
She'd probably punch me in the face and be well entitled. So I think, you know, you're allowed to express an opinion. It's how you do it.
Yeah, right. Well, Nicole Kidman has responded. You might have seen that awkward interview during the week with Jimmy Fallon. Erin, have you had any bad dating experiences?
Have I had a bad dating experience? About 30,000, I think.
We're on air till 10. We're on air till 10.
Honey, it's entertaining stuff, everyone.
Have you got any bad shots?
Well, as I said, that's a good sign. If they were there, if they showed up, that was a good one. Yeah, if they had a pulse. Some were borderline on that as well, I tell you what. Well, Michelle Bridges, you're going to be back with us in around 10 minutes to reveal the best fitness tips for the coming year. We'll look forward to that. Deb, over to you.
Oh, I love those dating stories. They're fantastic. Now, after the break, from dating to the chaos of parenting, all captured on camera, we've got the new approach to the family portrait. Now, I know you're probably still waking up to some degree, but how well did you sleep last night? And if it wasn't as solid as you'd hoped, Maybe you should take a closer look at this, your pillow.
The pillow. Now, one
your
Aussie, this is my pillow in the US, dubbed the Pillow Whisperer, is unlocking all the answers. And Nine's US Bureau Chief Robert Penfold caught up with him to find out just how important the humble pillow is.
All this for one thing, a good night's sleep.
How does it feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. Wow. So is your pillow a hard or a soft?
No, mine's soft.
Yeah, I like a hard
But I
one.
didn't know a pillow could be dead or alive.
If it's alive, I think you got some other ones.
Yeah, you don't want to be alive with too much stuff.
The first world problem is my pillow dead or alive.
Yeah. All right, we'll refer to the pillow menu next time we're in a fancy
Absolutely.
hotel. Now, up next, the almost always serious Victoria Beckham reveals her funny side. We are live to Giselle in Hollywood for all the goss next. Yeah, it's time to check in with Giselle. A very good morning to you.
Good morning to you all and to everybody at home. First up, it's Victoria Beckham like we have never seen her before. She took on 73 questions with Vogue, showed off her London store, and a very surprising sense of humor that we have not seen. Have a look.
What's one thing you cannot live without?
My Velcro rollers.
What is the definition of misery?
Kathy Bates.
She doesn't smile, but she is very, very funny. Now, moving on over to a funny couple that we love. The identity of Wyatt Isabel Kutcher has now been revealed, the daughter of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, who was born back in September.
Thanks, Giselle.
It's very
low
interesting.
key. Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
I like it. Keeping it all private. I like it.
And Victoria Beckham not smiling because she thinks that the fashion community...
A responsibility to the fashion community to not smile. Wow, who'd have thought?
All right, fitness expert Michelle Bridges joined us early, of course, and she has some tips for us to keep us all motivated all summer long, and we need the tips.
We do.
Yeah, and this morning we've been receiving your amazing body transformations. We've got some photos to put up for you. This was Susan, or this is Susan. She actually lost a total of 30 kilos. She is now so fit, so healthy.
I love it, and such inspirational stories as a result of, as you say, quite simple measures a lot of the time, just clean eating, and that's what Michelle's whole, idea, her book is about as well. So yeah, wonderful, really great to get your inspiring pics. We'll put the ones that we didn't get a chance to show up on our Facebook page as well.
Absolutely. Golden Globes.
Yeah, tomorrow
tomorrow.
It'll be a big one. We've got Dickie's over in LA on the red carpet. So remember when Aussies there was like 20,000 Aussies nominated, but still we're in there with a chance with some of the awards.
Some good movies.
I love
movies.
awards.
Absolutely. Yes. It has been a very big show this morning, hasn't it?
I know, we've had sharks, we've had pillows, we've had it all happening on. And
Chris is a very good pillow talker.
He's a good pillow talker. All right.
That's the end of the show. We only have 8 seconds to go, so maybe next week. Thank you for your company this morning.
See you
have a
next
wonderful
week.
Sunday.
Ta-ra now.